backed up, 1st and goal. This defense fighting to hold the lead and carry it to the locker room. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to pass. Under fire. He wants it all. It's incomplete and nearly intercepted in the end zone. You get the ball that close, you cannot put it in harm's way. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Grabbed behind the line. It's Washington.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Looking for space to the left. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And they did tack on the extra point. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Just one of those mistakes that can happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Bunch formation for these receivers. Back to the ground game on the left. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Here's a heat. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. It's 4th and 15, but the offense will stay on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He'll take a deep shot here. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
He's going to take off, and he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Green. Fires to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Working the middle. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. Wants to throw on first down. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Oh, looked upfield too soon and dropped the football, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Picks up the first down. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw, it's back. Shoots it to the left. Complete downfield. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Give to the running back. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. And the Canes will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Send that offense back onto the field. He might want another play. To the air on first down. Quickly complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Looking for a man, it's Green. A little screen to the running back. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
I don't really have the words to describe this eloquently. I just know that he's going the wrong way.
They boot it away. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Last drive ended after a long missed field goal, and they have it back ready to go to work. Fires to the right. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Nice job reeling in that catch. And listen, when you say Miami Hurricane football, to me, I think about burners at the receiver position. Michael Irvin, Andre Johnson, Santana Moss, Reggie Wayne, who I played with in the Senior Bowl. These guys could not be covered one-on-one. And this dude here in this offense today, he causes the same kind of problems. Really, really good route runner. He always seems to get open.
At the 20, he's got space. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
Oh, man, what a run. He wanted to get it in the house, but a nice explosive play in the run game to get all the way down to the one, Paul.
Great effort by him. I'd expect this offense now to try to go fast, punch this thing in using tempo.
And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. Quarterback sneak looking for just a sliver of daylight. And I don't think he got in. Those big bodies up front just creating a wall at the goal line. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. They'll run the sneak for it. Sneak gets it done.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Extra point here will tie the game. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. It's Green. Quarterback adapting. Trying to make magic with his feet. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And because of the success that this quarterback has had early in this game running the football, if I'm the coordinator calling plays, I'm dialing up his number more. Design runs, and also telling him on the sidelines, hey, listen, remember, if it's not...
Turning it on! And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the third. It's 2nd and 10. Back in motion. Try to clear the picture. They're setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Connection to the right. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. 4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Behind his tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback who makes a sure tackle. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. To throw, it's back. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Man, I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Really nice job by the offense. Hey, man, trust your guys, right? We got all these analytics on 4th down, say to go for it. They trust the quarterback. He gets it done with the completion and gets the big 1st down.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. The sweet feet buy a little time. Lost the defense. He's wide open. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. The Canes are moving quickly down the field. Motion from the wideout. He'll try the left side. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves in a position to win.
This crowd even louder now on 2nd down as they try to hold on. Run in the red zone. It's Fletcher. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
coach, you're trying to find something that will work. And how about the big fella, the tight end, comes up huge. You needed a play, you found him, and he delivered.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw, it's Green. Flushed out of the pocket. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. This Hurricane defense has been an impenetrable wall all day, not moving an inch against these guys.
And it's a complete effort, Reese. It's the front. It's the defensive line owning the work up front. It's the linebackers running. It's the secondary all working together, reminiscent of the 2001 Miami defense. Under 10 points a game, putting together a performance today.
Got the first down himself. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Wants to go up top on first down. Moves away as he feels pressure. He'll pull it down and run. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. And he'll get out of bounds. It's a first down there in plus territory, and now threatening to get the score.
Late in the game, a lot about execution, right? The quarterback has to understand situational awareness, has to understand it. First of all, he does a great job of scrambling, but then the understanding part we're talking about clicks in. Does a great job getting the first down and getting out of bounds.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Unleashes to the end zone. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
That might be the nail in the coffin, fellas. This offense, they're trying to get back in the game. You're having to be aggressive. You're now going to have to start taking chances. An errant throw ends up in the hands of the defense, and I think that's all she wrote.
They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Finds a crease at the 20. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Really nice job by the running back here in the fourth quarter, picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot. Late in the game, they need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
And the Hurricanes inside the final minute trying to protect the lead and the ball. They'll ride the hot hand. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Well, there's not a lot of mystery what you're going to do on offense at this point of the game. With the lead late, you're just going to lean on your star running back. This is a guy who is going to play on Sundays at the next level. Just keep giving him the football and just let him take this thing over.
Just going to keep it after the snap. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice game.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to be that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just be being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think would go a long way.
Yeah, and it's just finding a couple of those plays. What do I do really, really well? Let's continue to build on that. Let's take away these negative plays. Let's take away these turnovers. How do we create more turnovers? I think that rhythm you're talking about, Jesse. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Sun Devils will put toe to leather and we'll get started. And he'll just take a knee in this drive.
I guess he is a fast running back.
At the 25. Making side adjustments here.
Yes, he is a fast running back.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Dropping back, it's Reed. Using his legs to buy some time. On the move at the 30. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this.
I mean, I just played with the Raiders back. They ain't have no.
By time he can run it. What
that
can
dude,
he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against it. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the knee.
Well, no question where this quarterback is going to be trying to go with the football in this game, right? He's looking for his big play wide out, and the defense knows
it's funny when people get on here, they get real gangster at the end of the game when they already win.
That's caught. It's Concepcion.
They say, like, oh, interception. And they say things that I'm not going to say.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
Got him.
Rolling, throwing, looking right. Fires into traffic. It's picked off.
And once the QB left the pocket, it felt like he was locking in on his dude, his playmaker out wide. I think the defense knew it too. Nice job taking the big playmaker away, breaking on the football, and going making a big INT for this defense.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and
You're going to get 0 yards.
And that's why he is an all-American caliber
As Billy
player.
taught me
He's
this
just so
defense, he said
physical and
it cannot be
dominant
stopped.
against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to pass. It's Sims. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
Well, the linebacker's playing zone coverage, and he's just watching the QB's eyes to see where he's going to go with the football. And the eyes take him to the ball. He's able to swat it away. Great play on defense.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And the 3rd down pass is knocked away by the knee.
Every defense in the country talks about hitting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming, so I can have more success.
So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on 4th down in his own territory. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
It's like, the thing about football is he's like this.
4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
I don't like how Texas A&M got robbed out of the SEC championship game.
And he drops it just a little too
They should
slippery
have
in the
been the
hand.
SEC championship game.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get
Texas
open,
A&M should have been in
sometimes start to look at that green
the SEC
space in front of you,
championship
and you
game.
just take your eye off the
They put
football,
Alabama in there
lose
just
your
because.
concentration a little bit, and miss that
You
opportunity
know
for
what I'm saying?
possibly.
Then look what happened to them when they got there.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. 3rd play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long.
Look at that. Once he hit that corner, he's over with.
He's finally stopping a big play there with his speed as he moves those sticks.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the 1st down.
With the run on 1st and goal.
There you go. Just hit
Looking
him.
for the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Aggie. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat and keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board.
But your running back got to be at least a 90 speed because
Setting up for the
89,
extra point after the first score of the game.
89 speed, like
And
each
the extra
defender
point
is
is
fast,
good,
so
and
he
it's
got
7-0.
everything paid, so
Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays.
they don't have any
And he
speed.
got into the house from the 6 to finish it.
This SEC football, you know what I'm talking about? Southeastern Conference,
They
baby.
already have the lead, and they're trying to build
See,
it
y'all
here in
was
the
go
first
from
quarter with an
inside
onside kick. A for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Caught near the sideline, it's Tyson.
That's the thing about it.
Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. They'll snap it on first down from the 35.
Let's go, boys.
Scanning the field, it's Sims. Bringing the heat. Makes a connection. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. From the 22 on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Got his man downfield. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And that's what we players call a 7 route. That receiver ran it beautifully.
I'm slowing back. I'm mad, I'm pissed off, I'm slowing back.
As they get set to snap it,
you
time
see how the
winding
first
down
time
here in the quarter.
he choked. He got to start.
Looking to throw. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Arizona State! What a run for this playmaker to just elude the defense and get in for the score.
And I tell you what, defensively, you can't let this guy get on the edges. You cannot give up contain defensive ends. You got to stay outside. You got to make sure you know this guy's going to scramble and try to make plays, and you got to make sure you keep him in the pocket.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his spot. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Buying some time as he moves left. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And I'd like to see the receivers do a better job fighting to get open on that scramble play. The quarterback's flushed out. He's working to his left. You now need to break the route off. You got to run with him. Someone's got to go down the boundary. Someone's got to come back to the quarterback and give him a place to go with the ball.
Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Back to throw, it's Reed. Steps away to find some room. Pulls it in, it's Owens. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Looking downfield on first down. The short hands, it's Owens.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? Pop that sucker. Nice job making him move, scramble out to his left, and then getting a good clean stick on him. That's two things he has to think about on one play.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Find some fresh air. Oh, he's got some space. Finally run out of bounds inside the 20-yard line. They'll mark it at the 18.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that, because it really forces...
And let's hold on just a minute here, as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Using his feet to buy time. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He breaks a tackle. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Aggie. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is true, and
So
they're on
last
top
time
by
I went to
7.
the onside kick, gave him my man, he
They're
scored.
set to kick it off. You
He's
think
not
this
gonna
crowd's
touch
going to
down.
get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Sims. Floating away. He's going to run it. At the 35, he's open. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Tyson. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
And that's how pressure on a quarterback can affect the passing game. They were able to get after him on that play, and as a result, the QB made a bad decision, forcing that football into double coverage.
Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
He's down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a first down as they try to score one late in the half. The Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Finds his big tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Got his man. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And the extra point splits the uprights. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They go to the ground. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
Here's the pressure. The throw. Fires to the big fella. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Going right and going deep. He's got it inside the 15. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. And how about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you could tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Offense has enough time to get off the play before we head to the half. Toss sweep to the left. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. One more snap coming before halftime. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get it. There he goes! Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Starting to feel a little pressure. Bought a little time, lets it go. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Grab near the marker. It's Brown. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. And the Sun Devils will line it up on 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Moss. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Dropping back, it's Sims. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. They just keep firing. Catch in the middle, it's Moss. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. The Sun Devils are flying down the field. Finds his man, it's Brown. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that 1st.
Spits it out to the back. With the catch, it's Udo. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There's been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles, and a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that side.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you can tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Quickly to the tight end. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming.
Nice job by the defense there on 3rd and long, just sitting back and keeping everything in front of them. They give up an easy completion, but because they were able to rally and make the tackle, now they set up 4th.
And that is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Getting deep in the 3rd quarter, minute and a half to go here. Here's the give off the left side. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Back to throw, it's Reed. Here comes the heat. Going to try to get it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Here's the handoff. Turning it on. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Scrambling away. On the run, deep down the right side.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket. And good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still covering their guys, moving across the field with the QB.
Ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
And this QB has the ability to make huge plays and scramble around and do things off schedule. But that time he coughed it up. Did a great job getting outside the pocket, but the defense closed in, forced the fumble, recovered it. Great job by the defense.
And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Wants to throw. It's Sims. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Pass completion move the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on 1st down. Moves around to clear up the vision. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Looking to fire. He'll try to do it himself. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And this defense, how about it, man? Putting some pressure on the quarterback, getting the big sack, but now letting him take off and get so many yards back and climb back in this 3rd down situation. Good response by this offense from a disastrous 1st down.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
After that incompletion, 4th and short now on their own side of the field, I think there's a lot of coaches in normal circumstances that would stay conservative and just punt the ball away. But you're trailing here in the 4th quarter. I think the offense needs to stay out on the field, and you got to go for it.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Got a man. It's Moss. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. He wants to change this route. The give as they work on that clock. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again.
And he has vexed this defense with scramble after scramble, has another first down.
You got to keep drives alive late in the game. When you're starting to get in the fourth quarter and it's a one-score game, you got to do whatever you can as that quarterback to scramble around, get extra plays, extra first downs. Really nice job there by the QB.
He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And the Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
They'll keep the offense on the field on fourth down already with a one-possession lead. Oh, they're after him. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this fourth down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Looking to buy time. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game, in the fourth quarter, you're getting to the quarterback, but he does such a great job scrambling around. When you do this, you get extra first downs. You start to wear those defensive linemen out. So late in the game, this could pay off. Great job getting the first down.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Every possession later in the game means so much more. You start getting the fourth quarter, one-possession games, QB drops back and makes these first downs. These extra set of downs now become so much more important late in these ball games.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Give to Brown. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. To the air, it's Sims. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
After that incompletion, there is so much pressure now on this quarterback to come up with a big play. They need to score a touchdown. They need to keep this drive alive to have any shot at winning this game, but it all comes down to this play right here.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And that's a backbreaker. It's 4th down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play, but the defense came up big in a big moment.
Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback extends the play. And the pressure gets to the quarterback. Down he goes, but that penalty marker sitting right at the line of scrimmage might be offsides against the defense. They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
It's the fourth quarter. Every second counts, right? It's a one-possession game. We're chasing the QB. He scrambles around, does such a great job getting positive yards, keeping this drive alive. We need to score badly. We got to keep drives alive like this. Wonderful job.
Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking for a man. It's Reed. Pressure coming. Oh, he's got a chance. And he is corralled short of the line to gain. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Not much good can come out of throwing it here. Under fire. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And this offense stays aggressive, and listen, everybody likes it when it works. But now you are leaning on your defense, and this thing just got interesting.
First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Buying some time. And down he goes. Had a chance to pull one out of the fire, and the defense slammed the brakes on it, and that's going to do it. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation. Welcome to venerable Bobby Dodd Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, home of the rambling wreck of Georgia Tech. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the BYU Cougars, taking on the 24th ranked team in the land, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. BYU about to kick it off as we get this game started. On the move from inside his 5. Slips through the line. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. The give, and he's looking for room behind the left tackle. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Yellow Jackets can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass, it's King. Dances away. He'll pull it down. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there. Understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down. And the Yellow Jackets have this offense rolling. He's moving out of the pocket. Oh, it's a fumble. And this fumble bounces out of bounds.
Start to get that offense going and start having success. You got to make sure when you get close to the scoring range, take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Shakes off the defender. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be first and goal.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the third down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
They'll switch it up here and look to throw. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. And thanks to a little help from the defense after that penalty, it's second and goal, a little bit closer. To the air, it's Kane. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on 4th down, but the consequences are that now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
They're building something long-term.
Well, this is not what the doctor ordered in terms of starting field position. Complete to start this drive. Ridden out of bounds at the 14-yard line, and that'll give them a bit more room to operate.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
And the Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Running back searching for a hole. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. You've got a 3rd and manageable back up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fires on the move. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls in.
The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4-and-out if they don't convert. Needs it to keep this drive alive. And BYU will get the first down.
You talk about setting a tone. Going for that in your own territory early in the game? Oof.
Well, let's decide, gutsy or crazy?
Both?
BYU with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Bachmeier. Quarterback now breaking the field. Trying to escape and get it himself. Got the first down. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
BYU has this offense clicking. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Martin. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Snagged in the middle, it's Martin. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Looking downfield, it's Bachmeier. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. BYU lines up quickly.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Makes the catch. It's Roberts. They were able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. They'll try to power their way ahead. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Man, I do not want a guy that will dance. I want square shoulders to the line of scrimmage, take the snap, secure the football, play physical, and fall forward. Nice job by that running back getting the first down.
The Cougars back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The Cougars didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate, easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice.
Touchdown, Cougars. The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace, QB making good, smart decisions, and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Dropping back, it's King. Under fire. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
The Yellow Jackets in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. They tried to turn the corner on him, but the defense was ready, and they knock him down for a loss.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. A third down try for the offense. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Going downfield for the big play. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on fourth down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
And he has a solid game before the defense bottles him up. BYU right back to the line. To the air, it's Bachmeier. Skips away from pressure. It'll be incomplete, trying to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit, and I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
And the Cougars are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Breaks into the open. Explosive run into the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 16.
And third down, they keep it on the ground with their playmaker. They give him the football. They got so much confidence in this guy and their offensive line, and they get the first down.
Listen, just to be on the field on third down as a running back means you've got to be versatile, right? You got to be able to catch the ball. You got to be able to block. But if they want to hand it off to you on third down, too, you got to be able to go find a way to keep the drive alive. This dude has all the tools in the toolbox.
He's got him. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. They'll immediately call timeout. 6 plays brought them here. Now number 7 on third and goal. Working that left side now. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to Pater. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. All they need is a field goal to make it a 2-score game, but they are going for the jugular and the touchdown here on 4th and goal. Touchdown, Cougar! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused, made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that drive didn't have to cover a lot of ground, going 47 yards. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, but he found a couple of cracks in that cover team and gets it out to the 43. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half.
Here we go, here we go.
Looking to throw, it's King. Deep shot for the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. The Yellow Jackets will line up to kick off and start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Starting this third quarter on the ground. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. BYU lines up quickly.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Well, we know the game of college football is always evolving and changing, and one of the biggest reasons why is the quarterback evolution. Dual threat quarterbacks. You're seeing 2 great examples in this game so far. Both guys can hurt you throwing it. Both guys can hurt you running it. It's been the running attack for both of these guys that's been the big story so far.
BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Bachmeier. Rushes on him. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. He sees zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
The Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Grabbed behind the line. It's Martin. Thrust that arm out. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That's reeled in. It's Roberts. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Looking for a man. It's Buckmeyer. Steps away. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play.
That's his 2nd sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensively. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him. Let somebody else beat me. Not that guy, because his speed off the edge is killing me.
Got a man. It's Ryan. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Hauls it in easily enough for the 1st down. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So 1st down will open up the final period. Now from inside the red zone. He's got his man. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. The Cougars will hustle to the line. Looking to throw again. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on 1st down by this offense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. He's a tough, crafty back, but he couldn't find his way to the marker, and it'll be 4th down. Back to pass, it's Buckmeyer. The incomplete pass, 4th down, fails, and they'll turn it over.
Well, you're up by 2 possessions in the 4th quarter. They're hoping with that conversion they ice the game. They don't get it. It feels like they're going to win, but we've seen crazy things happen in college football, and they've left the door open here late. Let's see what happens.
On the run, still looking. Slings it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got to find some kind of a rhythm, something they can hang their hat on so that moving forward, this offense has an identity.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll get rid of it. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And after failing to get that 4th down, it is basically desperation point now. Their defense has to come up with a quick takeaway or at least get a fast 3 and out to give themselves a chance to crawl back into this one.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Split backs here. They want that clock.